edition of Snapshot, we'll travel to Morocco and give you some interesting facts about this exotic land located in northwestern part of Africa. Morocco is one of only 3 countries in the world that's bordered by both the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea, the other 2 being Spain and France. Morocco is believed to have been inhabited since the Paleolithic era in prehistoric times. Facts about Morocco tell us that the land has been home to Romans, Visigoths, Vandals, and Byzantines. More recently, Morocco was a colony of France and Spain till it gained independence in 1956. Morocco is an ethnically diverse country with a rich culture and civilization. Historically, Morocco has hosted many people coming from Middle East, Sub-Saharan Africa, and Europe. All those civilizations that migrated with the people have influenced the social structure of Morocco. It holds various forms of beliefs from paganism to Judaism and Christianity to Islam. Each region in Morocco possesses its own identity, thus contributing to the national culture and to the legacy of civilization. Morocco has set among its top priorities the protection of its diverse legacy and the preservation of its cultural heritage. Culturally speaking, Morocco has always been successful in combining its Berber, Jewish, and Arabic cultural heritage with external influence such as the French and the Spanish. Located to the northeast of Atlas Mountains, Fez city is situated at the crossroad of important cities in the country. Fez is the 3rd largest city in Morocco, with a population of about 1 million. It features what may be the largest urban no-car zone in the world. Fez is believed to be the most complete medieval city in the Arab world. The Medina of Fez is listed as a World Heritage Site. Marrakesh is another popular and possibly the most important city of Morocco. The region has been inhabited by Berber farmers since Neolithic times, but the actual city was founded in 1062. The red walls of the city, built by Ali ibn Yusuf in 1122 to 1123, and various buildings constructed in red sandstone during this period have given the city the nickname of Red City. Marrakesh grew rapidly and established itself as a cultural, religious, and trade center for the Maghreb and Sub-Saharan Africa. Marrakesh has the largest traditional market or souk in Morocco, with some 18 souks selling wares ranging from traditional Berber carpets to modern consumer electronics. Crafts employ a significant percentage of the population, who primarily sell their products to tourists. Positioned on the Atlantic Ocean, Casablanca serves as the port of Royal Moroccan Navy. It is also the largest port in North Africa. Casablanca is Morocco's largest city. One speculation of how the city got its name states that it was named after Caid's house, a large white building that's visible from a distance. The city changed its name to the Spanish translation Casablanca, which means the White House, in 1770. Even though the movie Casablanca was titled after Morocco's largest city and the action supposedly took place there, the movie was not filmed in the iconic city. Casablanca was filmed in Los Angeles and was primarily shot in a studio. Casablanca is an important industrial city and a great place to visit if you are into some unique architecture and have to do some shopping. Rabat was made the capital city of Morocco in 1913 by the French because Morocco had no fixed capital at the time. The Blue Houses of Chouin are the other fascinating village that you have to see while in Morocco. It is all painted in vibrating baby blue. Jewish refugees painted them this color because they believed it kept the mosquitoes away. Because of the many people who have lived and traveled through Morocco over the millennia, Moroccan cuisine is very diverse and spicy. It features dishes from Europe, the Mediterranean, and its Berber roots. One of the most fascinating Moroccan dishes is couscous. Another famous Moroccan dish is named after the clay pot in which it is cooked, the tagine. The main ingredients being chicken or beef. Because most of the country is Muslim, you won't find pork in Moroccan cuisine. However, you can find chicken, beef, and lamb in various forms. The other fascinating culture that you find in Morocco is tea. Moroccans enjoy a special green tea drink called atay. Atay is a mix of green tea, mint, and sugar. Brewing and serving tea is considered an art form in Morocco and holds cultural significance. Guests are often offered tea, and it is considered as impolite to refuse a tea. In addition to tea, meat also plays an important part in the guest-host relationship. It is considered rude to refuse meat. So if you are offered meat in Morocco, say yes. In Morocco, handling food with the left hand is also considered as impolite, so make sure you use your right hand. If you are invited into a Moroccan home, don't forget to take off your shoes. And don't be surprised if you don't see statues or paintings on the walls. This is customary in the homes of religious Moroccans. Moroccans still wear the traditional clothing of their predecessors without variation or influence from the Western fashion. The many ethnic groups such as Berbers, Phoenicians, Arabs, and Romans that came to Morocco have kept their own cultural clothing styles, hence the clear diversity that is observed throughout Morocco. The Moroccan national costume is called the jalawa, a one-piece unisex hooded coverall garment. Those of the highest quality have the most decorative needlework lining the seams. Wealthy Moroccans have their jalawas tailor-made. Jalawas are indicative of conservative socio-political status. Morocco features a beautiful Mediterranean climate. It is recommended travelers wear lightweight cottons and linens during summer months. The gorgeous weather makes Morocco a great place to visit at any time of the year. Let's now give you some quick facts about this fascinating country with a millennia of history. In 1777, Morocco became the first country to recognize the United States of America as an independent nation. Morocco's Sultan Muhammad III protected American ships and allowed them safe passage into the Atlantic Ocean. In 1786, the United States and Morocco signed a treaty, the Moroccan-American Treaty of Friendship, which remains the United States' longest-standing friendship treaty. The Tangiers American Legation building was given as a gift to the American government by the Moroccan Sultan in 1821, and it was used as a consulate until 1961. The Old American Legation, as it is known by the locals, is the first building outside of the US to be registered under the National Historic Landmarks Program. Morocco withdrew its membership from the African Union in 1984 after the AU allowed a disputed territory in West Sahara membership. However, Morocco has recently rejoined the African Union. Moroccan Berber women still have tattoos in geometric designs on their faces, which represent their tribe and identity. White in Morocco is the color of mourning. A Moroccan widow wears white for 40 days after the death of her husband. Morocco is the largest exporter of sardines and dates in the world. The English word that we know from children's books, jinni, comes directly from the Arabic word jinn, denoting a spiritual being that may play some part in human affairs if called upon. In Morocco, jinns are believed to frequent places associated with water, public baths, drains, sinks, and even pots and pans. Morocco is only 13 kilometers away from Europe, across the Strait of Gibraltar. Traditionally, the liver and not the heart is considered to be the symbol of love in Morocco. If you want to know your future, there are fortune tellers in Morocco that can lift curses and reveal what the future holds for you. The Damascus rose initiated the Morocco rose and perfume industry in Morocco. Today, there are hundreds of kilometers of rose bush hedges and 2 perfume factories in the valley distilling rose essence. The wine produced by French company Castel, the Gris de Boulogne, a rose with an orange tint, is one of the best Moroccan wines. The Atlas Film Studios are known as Morocco's Hollywood. Films like Lawrence of Arabia and Gladiators are shot there. Art and music festivals take place throughout the country during the summer months. Among them, the World Sacred Music Festival at Fes is the most popular that attracts a large number of tourists every year. It is a music festival that lasts for a week. Well, these are some of the fascinating facts that we have picked from this diverse and colorful nation. It is really a place worth visiting.